Hello, my name is Ali, and welcome to my channel. We are back with Hakuoki Kyoto's Nagakura's route. Let's go. Just then, we heard the boom of a large explosion from outside the building. This sound.
That was gunfire, wasn't it?
The earlier good humor evaporated, and every face in the room turned toward the source of the sound, tense and serious.
So it's finally started, huh?
That gunshot was the beginning of what would later become known as the Battle of Toba Fushimi. We later learned that the Satsuma had opened fire on shogunate soldiers attempting to enter Kyoto, but at the time we heard it, we knew nothing.
Who do you think fired that shot?
Shinpachi, you stay put. I'll first go report this to the commander. I guess I should gather up the other men then. I'll go call them. Harada left to call the other warriors in the building. The magistrate was in a frenzy with activity, with people buzzing back and forth throughout. Ay! Exactly what I said. A deafening explosion tore through the air, and the building itself shook. It was no gunshot this time.
What the hell was that? It wasn't an earthquake, was it? No, couldn't have been. But that means...
Saito and Nagakura looked at one another, then ran off out the door of the building.
So, what's going on? What the hell?
I could hear their voices outside. What was going on?
Jeez.
Ah! A cluster of shots rang out and I jumped.
Hey, are you alright?
What is going on out there?
There's a cannon in the Ryuun temple. It has to be the Satsuma.
A cannon? No.
Yeah, girl.
Aye! The walls shook again and the cannon's thunderous report tore through the air.
Damn it! If this keeps up, we're done for.
Harada had returned from the outside, and he bit his lip in clear frustration. Can't we just go over there and take their cannon, Shinpachi?
Maybe, but it'll be tough. They've got small arms too, a lot of them.
Isn't there some way we can make them stop shooting at us? I mean, couldn't we shoot back at them with a cannon or something? It was a foolish idea, and I knew it, but I felt so useless just standing around and screaming. I had to do something.
That'd be a tough call.
Why?
We have cannons too, but we don't have enough men who can use it.
Oh no. Then there was nothing we could do? We just had to sit here and let them attack us?
But we're not just going to stand here and take it either.
Just then.
Building's taking a lot of punishment. They keep this bombardment up, and it's all coming down.
Hijikata appeared, short of breath, and wearing his head guard and Shinigami uniform. Hijikata!
Kondo put me in charge when he left, and I think he wanted us to still be around when he came back. We're going on to counterattack.
His words sent the magistrate's office into a frenzy.
Finally, it's about time. I've been getting real tired of just sitting around while they shoot at us. Hard to feel like a man that way.
All right, what's the plan? We gonna shoot them with our cannons?
No point shooting from here. We're gonna have to take it up to the front line. We get lucky, maybe we can take their cannon while we're at it.
That's more like it.
Let's do this. Those Satsuma punks better watch out.
They all seemed more than ready to fight, but...
Jen, you'll stay here. I'll be taking the rest of our men and going after their headquarters. No problem, Toshi. You just leave it to me.
He nodded and trotted off towards the entrance.
Our best intelligence puts the enemy headquarters at Goko no Mayo? Namiya? I don't know. Shrine. That one I definitely know I butchered. Unfortunately, between us and them is a big hill. And they've got a bunch of guns dug in on top of that. They'll pick us off as we climb up. There's only one way we're breaking through.
Hijikata's voice trailed off, but all the men around us understood what the silent implied. If they were to win, they would have to thrust their forces into the heart of the enemy's encampment, and that would mean running straight into the line of gunfire. The men who left to go on the attack would be facing a good deal more danger than those left at the magistrate's office. There was a moment of silence before Nagakura fixed Hijikata with a confident look and spoke.
Sure thing, Commander. I can take care of that.
Are you sure, Shinpachi?
Well, someone's got to do it, right? Might as well be me. It's better than sitting around here and getting pounded, at least.
He gave Hijikata a grin, then turned to his men in the 2nd Division.
Sorry, guys, but it looks like your captain just volunteered to get us all shot to hell. But hey, at least we'll get off to the next life together. What are you apologizing for, Captain Nagakura? I'm a samurai. I'm always prepared to give my life for victory.
All right. The 2nd Division will be leading our main thrust against their encampment. I want you to attack Goko no Miya Shrine. Oh god, I can't even say that one at all. No sweat. You just leave it to us. It'll take more than a couple of Satsuma bullets to kill Shinpachi Nagakura. Well, when you go in, the 10th Division will be there to support you. So don't worry about your flank, alright?
We're off then.
Run! With grins and more playful banter, Nagakura, Shimada, and Harada sauntered outside and out of sight.
Saito, Yamazaki, come with me. We're heading to the Ryun Temple.
We're screwed unless we can silence that cannon. Understood. Then I'll go check on the other side. Hijikata, Saito, and Yamazaki also went outside. They all have very dangerous roles, which could cost them their lives. But not a single soul showed any sign of fear. I'd always wondered, how could they go in with such bravery? This war wasn't something they'd experienced before, where they fought with swords. This time, guns and cannons have entered the fray. I couldn't shake my bad feelings about it. Please, everyone, come back safely. I felt frustrated not being able to do anything, and all I could do was keep praying for their safety. Here they come. Then, at last, as twilight began to fall on Kyoto, they returned. You're back!
Hey, I'm back.
Nagakura was dirty and despondent now, a stark contrast to the excitement and vigor on display when he'd marched out. His uniform was stained with dirt, dust, blood, and sweat from the battlefield. What happened? Did anyone get hurt?
No, we're all right. I mean, most of this is other people's blood, but I lost many of my men out there. Thinking about them now makes me mad.
Oh no. I didn't know what to say. Nagakura noticed I was at a loss for words and chimed in.
Don't worry. They were ready for this. It just doesn't really seem fair, though. There's no way we can charge in. What the hell? We managed to survive, but I don't know if we'll be so lucky the next time we see him. Nagakura.
Hearing Nagakura's frustration, eventually everyone fell silent. It was obvious from the start that this war was far different from the likes of Ikeda and Hamagiri Rebellion. To think that the once invincible Shinsengumi could be so easily defeated. Outside, the bombardment continued unabated.
Hey, sorry for venting. We'll be fine. Retaliation just began. I'm sure that the darkness will help us, since the enemy can't really use a gun or cannon at night. That's when we'll strike. When night falls, our time will come. Alright, guess it's time to head out soon. If I get hurt, be sure to treat me, yeah?
In response, I said, what did I say? Do you have to go? You know how dangerous it is out there. Do you have to go?
Well, duh, I'm a warrior. We train practically every day to prepare for days like this. Or today. Close enough. And when they need me, I can't turn my back. A man is only as good as his word. Besides, I'm a captain. I gotta step it up, or my men won't follow me, right?
Go away.
Sorry, Chizuru.
Oh, no. I'm the one who should be sorry. I didn't know how strongly you felt about it. Butterfly!
Hey,
You said that, though, because you were worried, right? Thanks. It makes me happy. Anyways, I'll be on my way.
Nagakura smiled and returned to the battlefield. Shortly after Nagakura had left, the outside became pitch black. Just as he'd predicted, the guns and cannons had ceased for a short while in the night, but after a few moments, they returned. I wonder if, like he said, they'd have trouble hitting people in the dark. Nagakura said they wouldn't, but please, come home safe. Luckily, I had an immediate distraction in the form of treating the injured. It was midnight. Nagakura's troops, who served as the retaliatory forces, had returned.
Man, this blows. I lost so many good men out there.
Welcome back, Nagakura. Are you injured at all?
Nah, I'm fine. No injuries here.
Oh my gosh, why does it keep doing this? So, does this mean we were able to make some headway this time?
Oh, not really. The enemies aren't as dumb as I thought, so I guess they prepared for a night attack. The place was all lit up, and I got cornered, so Shimada had to come and rescue me. Oh, I didn't do much. All I did was pull you up from the wall, Captain. Anyway, I made it out this time, but if they are covered on all their bases, then I don't know what else to do.
Nagakura vented in frustration towards me, and it was clear he had no other outlet to channel how stuck he had felt. Eventually, Nagakura's words came to fruition. On the following day, January 4th, oh my gosh, the dawn was met with the return of the enemy's rain of cannon fire. The Shinsengumi had hoped to launch a counterattack, but the power and range of the cannons made close combat almost impossible. Not only the cannons, but the new guns, too, at the enemy's disposal had range and accuracy beyond what our men could deal with. As each wave of men was met with cannon fire, our side suffered more and more casualties. I could barely keep up with the amount of men that were pouring into the infirmary. Frustration seemed to pervade amongst the many warriors from their inability to advance towards the enemy fort. Nagakura used light-hearted talk to motivate the men who slumped as they walked.
Hey, men. Why the long face? The enemy's base is just right there. We're gonna blast through them this time, so everyone follow me.
His attempts to cheer the men roused their spirits a bit, and he charged to the front of the line. When afternoon had passed, one of the enemy cannons was pointed at our headquarters, with one of the cannonballs smashing right into it. Uh-oh. Boom! Cannons pounded the Fushimi magistrate's office, and the ground shook with each impact.
Hijikata, we can't take any more of this. That cannon up on the hill is tearing us apart. If we try to go up there, their cannons will mow us down before we even get close. Their rifles have impressive range, and the gunners are skilled. 1 out of every 2 shot finds a mark, despite the distance. Where's Shinpachi? I can't find him. He took 15 men from the 2nd Division to attack the enemy line. Attack the enemy line? Is he insane? He's gonna die out there.
I could see muscles working in Hijikata's jaw, but he said nothing. His face was pale, although whether from fear or tension, I couldn't tell. Outside, the roar of cannons continued unabated. Just when it seemed certain that Nagakura must have perished.
Hey guys, I'm back.
Shinpachi?
Cries of surprise filled the room.
You're alive?
What, do I look like I'm a ghost? Go ahead and touch me if you don't believe it.
He grinned as he wiped a thick smear of blood and dirt from his face.
Anyway, it's impossible to get to the enemy line. Some Aizu guys went on ahead of us, but I heard they got pushed back too. Commander, there's nothing else we can do. Please order the retreat.
His brow furrowed and he scowled furiously. Whoa, what's this? Where's this smoke coming from?
The cannons must have set the building on fire. We need to get out of here or we're dead. Hijikata, we have to retreat.
Even Nagakura's plea seemed to fall on deaf ears.
Toshi.
Until this moment, the Shinsengumi had never known defeat in battle, but they were helpless against the firearms of the Satsuma and Choshu. The Shinsengumi was Hijikata's life. Defeat was hard to accept. After what seemed like an eternity, he let out a long, ragged sigh.
I guess this is the end. Nobody can win a war with swords and spears anymore.
His knuckles turned white. There were several more minutes of tense, breathless silence before he finally looked up, his eyes burning with fury.
We're pulling back. But we haven't lost. They'll pay for this.
Fury wasn't the only thing in those eyes. Behind them, I could see a bitter, desperate agony. Under Hijikata's orders, it was decided for us to head to the Osaka castle, where our allies from Kyoto Castle and the shogunate were waiting for us. We were to hold the castle as a fortress, and eventually move to counter the Satsuma Choshu.
Oh, so that's the plan, huh? Damn it.
Nagakura didn't seem too thrilled with Hijikata's decision. I told him it's not over yet. That's what we're gonna say. Well, it doesn't mean this is over just yet. We've only just begun. I desperately tried to console Nagakura, who seemed to have lost himself out of anger. Stop it. I mean, we're going to hold the castle up this time, right? If we can prevent the enemy's artillery from reaching us, we could win, right? After hearing my comment, a light returned to Nagakura's eyes.
Yeah, that's right. If it's Osaka Castle, it'll hold, no matter what the Satsuma or Choshu throw at us.
Butterfly! Got 2 butterflies in one episode. Look at that.
You're right. We've only just begun. Thanks, Chizuru.
He nodded firmly. Oh my gosh. I swear, all I'm doing is just clicking for the next, and it just does that. And so the process of retreating from the Fushimi magistrate had begun. A diversion team comprised of a few able-bodied soldiers was ordered to draw out enemy forces as the wounded moved to the Kyoto and Osaka castles. I had joined Inoue to guiding our injured men to the Kyoto castle, while Nagakura and Harada were tasked with leading the diversion team. Well, we'll head out first. Please stay safe, everyone.
Right. We'll be right behind you.
Jen, take care of her. Of course. I promise to take her to the castle.
Then we shall take our leave. See you at the castle.
This isn't goodbye. We'll see each other soon, okay?
Okay. Thus, Inoue and I set forth for Yodo Castle, with the injured soldiers in tow. Wow. In order to escape enemy detection, we cut through the forest, and we finally arrived at Kyoto Castle. Hijikata's hope was to use the castle as a new staging area, where we could garrison our troops and launch ambushes from. Unfortunately, that's weird. Why are the gates closed? Do you think they're already preparing for battle? There were no guards outside the castle, or indeed anywhere we could see. It was uncomfortably quiet.
No.
He stood for a moment, absently rubbing his chin as though in thought, before finally making a decision.
We are here on orders of the Shogun. We have come to request your help in battle against the rebels who would dare challenge the country's rightful rulers.
His voice echoed out through the stillness, but no one responded. I had almost begun to think the castle was simply abandoned when... Oh, look! There's someone in that window. Huh? They've got something shiny.
Get down!
Huh? Inoue grabbed me by the wrist and pulled me down, just as gunshots echoed from the castle walls. My eyes darted around, but there were no rebels nearby. That meant the bullets were meant for us. What's going on? I thought the Yodo were friendly.
Either they've already been outrun by the rebels, or they don't want to ally with the side that they think is going to lose. We need to get back to the men. It's dangerous to stay here.
But Hijikata told us to get reinforcements from Kyoto. Inoue only shook his head.
It's clear by now that they're no longer our allies. The longer we stay here, the more danger I put you in.
But if we leave, then what's going to happen to Hijikata? What's going to happen to the Shinsengumi? Let's just try and talk to them. If we explain what's going on, I'm sure they'll understand. I'd never seen Inoue glare at me before.
That's enough. I want to go back to Toshi with reinforcements as much as you do. But my job here was twofold. To ask you for reinforcements and to protect you. If something happens to you now, then I will have failed him twice. Now come on.
There was nothing I could say.
Now, we should be going. I'm sure the men we left behind will get worried if we aren't back soon.
Okay. And I'm going to let you guys go here. I hope you are enjoying, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!